At 56 hours into their mission, the silence inside Apollo 13's command module was suddenly shattered by a deafening explosion. The gentle hum of systems, once the lifeblood of the spacecraft, gave way to alarms screaming through the cramped cabin. Jim Lovell's voice cracked through the tense radio static, "Houston, we've had a problem." In that instant, the world held its breath, witnessing one of the most harrowing moments in space history, a perilous fight not just for a mission, but for 3 human lives hurtling nearly 250,000 miles from home. Apollo 13 was supposed to be NASA's third manned lunar landing, a triumph of exploration, engineering, and human ambition. Instead, it became a testament to courage, ingenuity, and the unyielding human spirit in the face of near-certain disaster. The explosion had ruptured an oxygen tank, turning the spacecraft from a chariot of conquest into a fragile lifeboat drifting in the vast, cold void of space. The men aboard, astronauts Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Haise, were more than astronauts. They were the embodiment of the dreams and risks of a generation captivated by the stars. Jim Lovell, the mission commander, was a seasoned pilot with a calm, steady presence. He had flown the perilous Gemini 7 mission and famously orbited the moon on Apollo 8. Jack Swigert, the command module pilot, was a skilled and quick-witted astronaut, stepping in just days before launch after the original pilot was grounded. Fred Haise, the lunar module pilot, was eager and methodical, ready to set foot on the lunar surface. Each man carried not just technical expertise but the weight of their families, their country, and the hopes of humanity. Back on Earth, the NASA Mission Control Center in Houston was a hive of tension and desperate problem-solving. Flight Director Gene Kranz, known for his steely resolve and leadership, faced an impossible task: to bring his crew safely home against overwhelming odds. The stakes were unprecedented. The space race was more than a contest of rockets. It was a symbol of national pride and scientific progress during a turbulent era of Cold War tensions, social upheaval, and technological transformation. Apollo 13's success or failure would reverberate far beyond NASA's halls. As the explosion rocked the spacecraft, the crew's oxygen supply plummeted. Power began to drain rapidly from the command module, and vital life support systems failed one by one. The lunar landing was immediately abandoned. Survival became the sole mission. With limited electricity and water, the astronauts faced freezing temperatures, rising carbon dioxide levels, and the terrifying unknown. In the desperate hours that followed, the lunar module, originally designed to ferry 2 men from the moon's surface back to the command module, was repurposed as a lifeboat. It provided a fragile refuge, but the cramped quarters were barely equipped for 3 men to survive for the remainder of their journey home. On Earth, NASA engineers worked feverishly, innovating solutions from limited resources, including the famous improvised adapter for the carbon dioxide scrubbers made with duct tape and plastic bags, a lifeline that would save lives. The story of Apollo 13 unfolds as a drama of human resilience. The astronauts, despite exhaustion and fear, relied on training, trust, and unbreakable teamwork. Jim Lovell's leadership shone as he guided his crew through manual maneuvers to conserve power and navigate safely. Jack Swigert's quick thinking kept systems operational, and Fred Haise endured the harsh conditions with quiet determination. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Mission Control's brilliant minds never stopped working. Flight Director Kranz declared, "Failure is not an option," galvanizing a team that refused to accept tragedy. Every calculation, every decision had to be flawless to avoid catastrophe. The tension was palpable as the world watched, powerless but hopeful, waiting for the crew's return. The final moments of Apollo 13's return were no less dramatic. Re-entry into Earth's atmosphere posed its own risks. The heat shield was compromised and communications were lost for minutes that felt like hours. Then, with a brilliant flash, the command module pierced the atmosphere and splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean, a triumphant rescue against the void. Apollo 13's legacy is profound. It transformed NASA's approach to safety and crisis management, underscored the importance of human ingenuity under pressure, and united a global audience in collective relief and awe. The mission proved that space travel, though perilous, could be met with courage and creativity. The phrase "Houston, we've had a problem" has become an enduring symbol of facing adversity with calm resolve. This story reminds us that behind every space mission are human hearts beating with hope and determination. The saga of Apollo 13 continues to inspire explorers, engineers, and dreamers around the world. It teaches us that even when everything seems lost, innovation and teamwork can light the path home. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, be sure to subscribe for more incredible journeys beyond our world. where history, courage, and the cosmos collide in unforgettable tales.